How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We are back in the world of No Rest for the Wicked, and after a very long wait, we finally got patch update 2. This patch includes the highly requested respec. We also got our hands on the weapon tryouts, some brand new controller remapping, and a whole bunch more. We got a pretty massive update to go over in this one, so let's begin. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Fervor Gaming, where you can stay up to date on the latest in gaming. This includes news, builds, and guides, just like you see in today's video. If you like the content you see here today and want to help the channel out, drop me a like to get this video out to other gaming fans, but if it wasn't for you, change it to a dislike. Alright, jumping right into the patch. Here we go from No Rest for the Wicked's official Twitter. We are incredibly excited to be releasing our largest patch yet, marking our 1 month anniversary of our Steam Early Access launch. Patch 2 is chock full of highly requested features such as weapon tryout, the ability to respec, DLSS, FSR upscaling, and controller remapping. Lots of balancing and quality of life improvements, audio, animations, and visual effects polish, as well as a multitude of bug fixes are also included. Between DLSS and FSR, numerous CPU and GPU performance improvements, and memory optimization, we are confident that your experience of playing No Rest for the Wicked will be significantly smoother across a wide range of hardware. For NVIDIA users, we are excited to mention that there are new game-ready drivers for No Rest for the Wicked. Please be sure to check out our patch 2 highlights videos and full patch notes below. We have that video playing on screen now, so you should be seeing it, but let's go over the patch and all the different updates that we got with the game. Starting off with performance, we got performance mode, now lower texture resolution, reducing crashes on lower end machines, numerous significant CPU optimizations, fixed performance degradation that might occur on some gamepads, fixed numerous memory leaks, reduced instantiation spikes for numerous objects, disable detailed mesh on generic humanoid faces when not needed, reduce latency, overhead, and improve stability of GPU cooling, optimize texture resolution and memory budget for Steam Deck, optimize art content in Ship Prologue and its cinematics, remove unused weapon assets to free up memory, remove leftover developer tools to free up memory, optimize CPU spikes of a variety of common content loading operations, added texture streaming from character portraits during dialogue interactions to save memory, fixed some persistent log spam being generated by potatoes and nameless paths, that's funny, cleaned up numerous NPC prefab, reducing memory footprint and installation costs and instantiation costs, optimized ambient occlusion rendering, extended GPU calling usage for more cases, configured and optimized pooling for more prefab instantiations, reducing CPU spikes. So with all that, a lot of performance increases, so looking really good. I am getting this video out a little bit later since they released it pretty late. For those of you who are playing, let me know how your performance have improved compared to the previous patch. I know the last patch a lot of players didn't notice a difference, but let me know how this one have improved the game for you. Gameplay systems added a new respec system. Players can now respec by examining the statue in the Serum Crucible atrium. Respec allows players to take back attribute points that have been allocated at the cost of 1 falling ember per attribute point returned. Players can then allocate return attribute for no cost at the respec screen or in the existing stat screen. If I'm being honest, I'm not sure how I feel about the cost of these fallen embers. It seems really pricey, and in a bad way. I like the idea that it takes a lot to get to them, but the thing is, fallen embers are not necessarily easy to come by, and I feel like it's weighed too heavy into the late game than in the early game. I think a lot of cases you want to respec about the mid game when you finally decide on what you want to do, and I think you don't have a lot of fallen embers to do it. I feel like this system may be too pricey. We'll have to see, but I think this is a little way to the towards the end game when you have everything versus when you have almost nothing. Next, we have quality of life. All weapons can now be equipped regardless of their attribute requirements to allow players to try out weapons they acquire, very similar to a lot of Souls-like games where you can kind of just use weapons and swing them, but you'll probably do less damage. Weapons that the player does not meet the requirement for will deal less damage through negative scaling on the attributes that they're below the weapon attribute requirements. Like I just said, inventory items can now be docked to compare them by pressing the F on the keyboard or Y on controller to dock items and hover over items to compare. Really nice. Brought back the MSC category to the inventory. Housing items, runes, fallen embers, and other miscellaneous items will be sort it into this category and free up space from the other categories, which is nice. Render screen are now sorted by item type so that the items are more organized by purchase or for purchase. Improve stamina, player HUD brightness for better visibility and readability of stamina deck. That is super good. It's really hard to see the stamina. I really would just prefer to have a stamina bar at the top left than seeing it in that little circle in the middle, because it's really hard to see in general. Added side notification for when Dano Sacrament upgrades are completed. Nice. Added floor indicators under the clock HUD to show the Serum Crucible floors. Improved visibility of left bumper, right bumper icons for equipment HUD on the Steam Deck. Nice. A lot of really good changes. I'm actually more of a fan of the stamina thing. I really wish they just give us a stamina bar so we can actually see it a lot better. For settings, added support for upscaling with DLSS 3.7 and FSR 2.2. Added custom key rebinding options for a controller. So controller, we can do rebinding. I actually got used to it because I played so long, but now we can do it for those who want it. So really nice. Added supports for mouse button 4 and 5 and F1 through F12 keys for custom keyboard key binding. Default keyboard layout set to mouse plus WASD. Added support for world space player HUD, stamina wheel, NPC name tag, etc. Brightness to UI brightness setting. So that's all in the settings area. We have content additions. Added a new set of enchantments. Ooh, are they not going to name what it is? Oh, I guess we need to go into the game. Let's see what they are. Please some like DPS or some type of like % damage reduction, flat armor, flat HP. Those would be like really nice enchantments. We'll have to see. Altar runes can now be added to spears. Loot, added pig sticker blueprint to fill more shop level 1. And then added thesaga blueprint to Whittaker's level 1 shop. I don't know how to say that word. Weird name. Balance. We nerf throw runes. Reduce the poise damage on all throw runes. Reduce damage on ice throw rune. Cool. I think that's okay. Nerf focus regeneration and enchantment curve so that it no longer regenerates too much focus too quickly. Focus regeneration enchantment no longer drops with gloves and now only drops with helmets. I really hope that % focus regeneration on other pieces of gear actually work. I still think focus should be valuable and usable. Fallen Sky and Woodland Protector initial item levels were set too high, have been lowered to the intended levels. Yeah, I noticed that. I'm gonna be honest, I'm very frustrated to see there's no buffs. I gotta say, devs, you don't want to go down the path of where Arrowhead Studios is doing with Helldivers, where it's only nerfs. We can easily include some buffs here. We can easily make two-hand weapons like significantly better since they're very punished right now. We can add buffs when we nerf too. I don't like seeing that there's only nerfs. Hopefully in the next update we start thinking about ways to make other things feel good rather than just making things feel bad. That's a very bad path that a lot of dev teams love to take, and I'm always going to have this strong stance that if you're going to toss nerfs on things, please attempt to consider putting buffs on things as well, because that actually helps the game feel good. I think focus regeneration does need some tweaking, but I also think that there's a lot of problems with the other things not being strong enough. So hopefully we can recognize this and not just nerf everything. Anyway, let's move on to the next part. We have weapons. Updated animations for backstabbing with staves, spears, great swords, and great hammers. Updated visual effects for piercing type weapons, attacks such as spear or rapiers. Enemies and bosses. Polished the rock boss fight. Improved behaviors prevent him from standing idle after attacking. That's nice. Improved behavior when fighting range builds. Oh, nice. Added bite attack to plague rats. Added back attack to risen axe bruiser. Added escape logic to risen fire bombers. Added elemental affix visual effects to nith brutes, nith screamers, and shackled brutes. Added cloth simulation to boarskin bruisers. Polished rigging on plague boomers. And reduced camera shake intensity on Risen Hammer Bruiser, Boarskin Bruiser, and Riven Twins. Smaller enemies can now smash breakable objects, barrels, crates, etc. NPCs. Change the name of the worried woman in the Sacrament Town Square to Neil. Why? Is that like some dev or something in the company that's always worried or something? Polishing dialogue for Duro, Lucian, and Everin. I don't know who those are. I think those are the people in the cage. Updated the dialogue for NPCs in the Serum Gate and Nameless Pass, and added eavesdrop to Sleeping Guard, Geralt, and Sacrament. Areas. Improved collision faders and set dressing in Prologue Ship, Orbing Glades, Mariner's Keep, Nameless Pass, Sacrament, multiple Sacrament interiors, Serum Crucible, Serum Cave, the Revan Twin Boss Arena, and Potion Cellar Cave. I haven't been there in forever. Polished lighting for the ship in the Prologue, Sacrament, and the Serum Crucible. and updated foliage in various locations. Added physics and wind simulation to Sprount's trees. Cinematics. Polished animations for characters in the Inquisition Arrival cinematic. Improved lighting, character rim lighting, and volumetrics for the prologue ship crash outro and Inquisition Arrival cinematic. Removed a background character who was blocking part of the view in the Inquisition Arrival cinematic. And fixed cloth and camera prop in the Inquisition Arrival cinematic, so a lot of cinematic improvement. Next we have audio, and this one's actually quite a few of them. Improvement audio for Sacrament. Added ambience emitters from certain residential and vendors buildings like the Cook, the Tavern, the Woodcutter, and then the Enchantress. Updated zone beds and one shot for unique parts of town. Cemetery, the poor area, the training grounds, and Dasha Sanctuary. The church near the cemetery now have bells ringing to service playing at certain times of the day, followed by the churchgoers praying and chanting from behind the door. Oh, that's cool. I like that. I like these like improvements that make the world feel more lively. These are good updates. Updated ambience for Sacrament Town to feel busier during the day. Okay. Updated environment audio for the Serum Glade zone in the mountain pass. I'm gonna say something real quick here, but I really like when teams really give like the world a bigger and better feel. You're gonna have friends soon with the multiplayer update, and the world feeling more lively and day feels really cool. I like that they have like church and services and stuff like that. Like that's cool. I'd love to see more NPCs just walking around, some children like playing and stuff. That's like be really cool. Like I really want to see the world like become more lively, and I think this is a step in the right direction. Just need to add more animals and a little bit more maybe like birds flying around, things like that to make the world feel more alive, and I think the game would be a lot better. But yeah, these are great changes, at least to me. Increase audio buffer to help alleviate audio crackle artifacts. Increase available audio resources to help prevent sound from dropping out during long play sessions. Updated audio for Serum Vision cinematics rather. Updated audio mix for barrel and crate destruction. So looting guards in Sacrament now have a sound. Added weapon specific impact on parrying and blocking actions. Nice. Added ladder sliding sound effect for kick down ladders. Added sound effects for going down ladders. Added new sound effects for plague enchanted weapons. Ooh, I want to try that. Polished audio for bounty enemies. Fixed missing sound for plague mutant soldiers. Fixed rain sounds appearing in Sacrament interior. Fixed enchantment specific weapons whooshing cutting a bit too early. Fix NPCs not making footsteps when walking around, and fix environment states sometimes not resetting when returning to the main menu. For VFX, blood effects are now juicier and used more often. Improved blood visual effects attached to character bodies from attacking and getting hit. Increase intensity of shiny item drops VFX. I really love the blood effects, especially when you hit them with the big great sword and they just explode. Really nice. Bounties and challenges. They updated the, I believe it's like the crab mission to spawn 14 crabs while still only requiring 8 crabs to be killed to complete. Localization. Added and updated localized text in many places across multiple languages. Added localization support for new controller remapping screen and for various missing localized elements, and fixed incorrect font on the activity screen. Finally, wrapping things up, we have the bug fixes. Fix various enchantments on unique weapons and rings that weren't working properly. That is a really big bug fix. That's probably one of the biggest bug fixes in this entire like patch. This is really, really big. Curious on what's working. Overall speed would be super nice if it's working, because that will make like a lot of builds significantly more playable. We still need more affixes, but that's really nice. Fix rested bonus for sleeping in beds. Fix key items respawning after picking up. Fix navigation in the Nameless Pass, which was prevented certain enemies and the Revan twin boss from patrolling and moving to the player. Fix Echo Knight falling off the arena and blocking progress. Fix the Serum armor missing upgrades at Fillmore. Fix Risen Pavis, Eye of the Beholder, and the Wooden Holler shields not showing their proper models. Fix Shift key not being recognized in the main menu. Fix certain environment textures overriding certain armor textures. Fix certain armors having missing or incorrect claw simulations. Fix rigging on certain armors. Fix the Wallow boss attacks not having sound effects. Fix the Fallen Sky blueprint not giving the unique version of the weapon when crafted. Fix an issue where completed but not yet turned in bounty challenges rewards were being automatically given to the players at a reset. Fix XP UI not showing max level after reaching the level cap. Fix level and XP UI being present without a character selected in the main menu. Fix long area name appearing on the map when map is unavailable, such as purchase the Serum Crucible. Fix being able to skip through locked doors in the shallows. Fix players getting stuck at the end of the entrance corridor in the Echo Knight Arena. Fix enchant item challenge, counting enchant items that are picked up. Fix Mortari Guard popping in on screen during spoken and unspoken quests. Fix extra Elsa map markers during the spoken and unspoken quests. Fix Giles and Patera standing instead of sitting on the chairs in the Carolyn Inn. Fix arrows not hitting Plagued Wolf. Finally, I actually reported that one like a month ago. Fix wolves and plague wolves a target point. Fix Tannis Knights getting stuck during patrolling in the Mariner's Keep at in-game state. Fix Derek leaving his shield in the Orbing Glaze when he escapes. Fix chest opening VFX and performance and balance quality preset. Fix wolves having a dance party after death. Fix chest floating in the air in Mariner's Keep. Fix incorrect textures on the crafting table. Fix 4096 by 2160 resolution appearing as 256 by 135 aspect ratio instead of displaying as 1.91. Fix overblown bonfire light at the shallows. Remove rogue rim light on the shallows and remove lighting debug shortcuts. So yeah, that is patch update 2 with all the massive updates. Is actually a lot of really good stuff. I'm curious to know what you guys think, but I am a big fan of a lot of things that we saw here. Performance is one of the biggest things that I think a lot of players are still struggling with. I gotta know what you guys think about that. I am a fan of the respec system. I do think it's like disproportionately way towards in-game than it is like mid-game, where I think is actually needed quite a bit more, honestly. The huge quality of life changes for letting you try out weapons is super big. I wonder if you can actually use the runes too. That would be really nice if you can use that. The fact that they added new enchantments is actually really big. I gotta know what they are. If they're like DPS stuff, that'll be nice. If they're defense stuff, that'll be even better, honestly, because there needs to be like proper defense things that are not just armor, because that's like a big problem in the game in my opinion. I'm glad that they actually nerfed the throw rules and nerf focus to some degree, but again, I'm always going to stress this, you got to add buffs alongside those nerfs because there are things that are significantly weaker than things that are stronger. That's going to be it for this one though, guys. I'm going to wrap this video up. If you guys want to stay up to date on all things No Rest for the Wicked, as well as just like general ARPGs, Souls, like those kind of things, consider leaving me a like as well as subscribing to the channel. I have a lot of videos covering No Rest for the Wicked on the channel, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video very, very soon. Be safe, everyone.